afternoon. Happy Friday. Thanks for, I don't know why I sing. I'm sorry that I kill everybody's ears.
Because it's Friday.
I like your dancing better.
Thank you.
Amber Freeman.
Monica Shearer.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. We have survived the week. A lot of stuff going on this week because it's December, and so all the things have to kind of, I feel like, happen all at once. But
I just noticed your earrings, and you have like the sparkly Christmas tree.
yes,
Sorry.
because it's December, right? So you can finally like
Yeah.
wear Christmassy stuff without people
Why
losing
did
their
I just?
minds.
But I see bling, and I'm like, oh.
Yes, these are from Darling Bee. My friend LaShannon actually makes these.
They're
She handmakes
beautiful.
them. Isn't she amazing?
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
They're
And you
Christmas
have-
trees.
Well, I'm not gonna like tell all your plans, but I know you have a Christmas party in the
I
works.
have a Christmas party in the works tonight. Getting rid of my kids for the evening, which after this week, it's
Getting rid of them.
not a bad thing. I love you, children. Hello. But yeah, I'm looking forward to some mommy, daddy, adult time.
Yeah, and
You know.
games and all that
And
kind of
games
stuff.
and fun
It
stuff,
is
yeah.
a busy season. Today seems like a good nap day to prepare for the
Yes.
weekend.
Yes, please.
Just putting it out there. Go ahead and call in.
There will-
It's
there will
okay.
be-
It's noon. You put in your hours.
Right. I'm done. Done for the day.
There's a Christmas parade downtown.
Yes. Yes.
We're gonna be in it, so come say hi.
Oh,
I
so
don't know what this is. I never have papers in my hand. People always
Don't know
ask,
what to do with yourself.
What do I do with my hands? I don't know. I tell people
Talk.
I don't know either. Do you
So
see
serious.
this? Anyway.
It's definitely Friday.
Well, speaking of things going on,
Uh-huh.
if you maybe just want to do like a last minute trip, you still have a couple more days. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but down in Miami Beach, there's this huge art festival that happens. It's not even a festival, it's a show, because it's definitely not a festival, that happens every single year. It's an entire production. It's Art Basel. It started the 5th, it's going through the 8th, so you have some time. There's a lot of things circulating on the news around this time of year with it because it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I had never heard of this until we had talked about it earlier. So,
It's fun. I have been to many an Art Basel. I did not spend the exorbitant amount of money
I was about
that
to
these
say.
people do because basically what it is, they have all these artists come from all over the world. And as we all know, art is kind of in the eye of the beholder.
Please.
It also brings in all the celebrities because it's kind of the scene. There's all these parties, all kind of yacht parties, blah, blah, blah. We won't get into that. We're
need
going to
to go.
focus on the art. But there's this thing that's going around on the news right now. And in one of the galleries, it's a white blank wall. And I don't think we have the picture, but it's a banana, like a real banana that you eat. And it's duct taped to the wall.
I will say, the duct tape part of it is very clean. Like somebody didn't just like rip it, you know? I mean, they took the time, they got all the bubbles out of it and whatever, but that banana is a little spotty.
That's a good observation. Well, somebody also took notice of this banana and its duct tape because they paid $120,000 for it.
$120. Can we please? Can someone just
$120,000, and that's going to go in their house.
forever?
Yeah.
Well, until the banana rots, I guess. But
Well, that's not the only crazy thing that has gone
I'm
for
sure
that much
it's
money
not.
because apparently you can just doodle on a piece of paper and that can be a masterpiece. So I think we have found our new careers.
yeah, exactly.
We
That's
have
what I
some-
want to know. How you get into this stuff?
You should,
Donate
I'm
all my children's like pieces of doodling paper and come home with $1 million.
Well, and this is so ridiculous because I want to show you these, but I maybe caught one of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians where they tricked Kris Jenner into thinking that these paintings that they did in the garage were masterpieces because she was acting like she was all like
artsy.
all about art. It was hilarious because they just like did them with spray paint and stuff. So I kind of want to try that now.
I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at some of these paintings. They're worth millions and millions of dollars. Do we have that video that we can pull up? Let's take a look at the first one. All right,
yes.
that scribbling one right
Seriously.
there. How much do you think that would cost?
I mean, you know, my daughter does that for free every day, so
Well,
what are
she could probably make $69.6 million off that one.
$69.6 million.
That was done in 1970. This
Fantastic.
beautiful blue, what would you name this masterpiece?
Is this one of the untitled ones that you're
This
paying
is
$1 million
untitled.
for and you don't even have a name
You
for
know.
it? Give me a break.
This is by Blinky Palermo.
What is that?
1.7. Oh, that one there. That's called Concerto Spalazzella.
Yes.
Something like that.
Italiano.
1.5. That just is like called
like
a
a
red
paint
mirror.
swatch.
How much do you think that one is?
Now see, I do like this black and white one over here because I feel like it kind of plays a little trick on the eye, but oy,
How much would you pay for it?
I don't know, $35?
Can I have the print?
Yeah, right. Just in the postcard
That
version.
one is, sorry, it takes me a little while. 43.8, the one you like.
That's a little
Million. We're
out of
talking
my
millions.
price range, but you know, whatever. But seriously,
Yeah.
my daughter does that, and she's great at it. She's probably better at the bottom of it than he was.
Let's play show and tell. What's the most you've ever paid for a painting?
A painting?
Or like some artwork for your house?
I mean, probably at the little Hobby Lobby. Like, what am I looking at? Like 35, 40 bucks? I got 3 kids. Let's get serious.
No, it's true. I mean, these art collectors have these pieces in their, basements that come up out of nowhere.
The people that buy this stuff, though, seriously, they just have too much. They have too much money. They have too much money if they're paying millions upon millions of dollars.
Well, would you rather have one of these babies? See, I would take one of these in my house. I don't know if I have a wall big enough.
I'm not mad about them. They're not hideous or anything, except the banana thing.
That's what I was going to ask. Would you do that or the banana?
I would not do the banana.
Okay, so we're hitting on this, but there really is some amazing artwork and some amazing artists at this event. If you ever get the chance. Okay, I think we're going to try and find this banana.
Oh, Lord.
There it is.
See, look at that duct tape. That is a clean line.
That is a clean line. But really, we're hitting on it, but it's just amazing sculptures, all kinds of stuff. You walk around. If you ever get the chance and you have just some extra millions of dollars to
call me.
Yeah, just head on down to Miami Beach. Well, we're going to continue on with some painting. You're local.
You don't even have to go anywhere.
Just buy local.
Winchester.
Perspectives Incorporated is a real paint and wall coverings, blinds, and all kinds of other things happening here in Lexington. You're going to hear all about their design center and services. I don't think they cost $70 million. We'll find out after the break. Stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. All right, this is something that we've probably all heard about. We've probably all seen all those big, smiling, happy kids and their faces, and they just glow. The mission of the Make-A-Wish Foundation is to grant the wish of every eligible child, and with 400 critically ill children waiting for a wish, Foundation, it needs your help. We have all the details with our Senior Development Officer for our local chapter, Faith Hacker, here. Thank you, Faith, so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Well, let's just talk about Make-A-Wish, because I think everybody's probably heard of it, but don't know the ins and the outs of the cause and who benefits from it, all those, juicy facts.
Sure. So right now, like you said, in Kentucky, we have over 400 kids that are actually waiting for a wish. And I think the thing that people really need to understand is that Make-A-Wish is not a last wish organization. 80% of the kids that receive a wish actually go on to thrive and survive.
I think that's a big misconception that a lot of people do think that this is their last kind of, you hate saying it, but dying wish.
Right.
But it's really, we give hope. That is what Make-A-Wish does, is that we give hope. And when you hear stories after stories of kids, that's what their parents will come back and say, is that you gave us hope and you gave us strength to continue fighting the fight.
So typically, what all do you take care of, start to finish, of the actual child's wish?
So we cover everything.
Oh, wow.
So the way a wish process works, kind of the wish journey, is that a child is referred and is deemed medically eligible, and then they go out to our Wishful Wednesday newsletter. And so a pair of volunteers will sign up to meet with the family and sort of start talking about the one true wish that the child has, and that can be whatever it is. And the way that works is they meet with them, and then they send the paperwork back, and then you kind of get all of the nitty-gritty details. And if they're going on a cruise, then we take care of everything from top to bottom, and all of the family that is living in the household with them, the immediate family, they get to go with them, and we cover all of the cost of that.
Amazing that you all take care of all that. How much does a wish typically cost you? I feel like it's a horrible question, but it's
it's true. It's true, and the average cost of a wish is about $10,000.
Wow.
And so so that whether it's a family of 4 or a family of 7, we cover that. And it's whatever it is, and it's not always a travel wish. We have some really high cost expenses, our wishes now. One that has become increasingly popular is our camper wishes and international wishes. I know that's a travel wish, but it's a high cost wish, and those are becoming increasingly popular.
What kind of wishes do you see the kids asking for?
You see all kinds of things. We kind of group them into 5 categories. The wish, I wish to go, I wish to have, I wish to be, I wish to meet, and then I wish to give, because we actually do have kids who wish to give back to their community. Some of them, you know, want a playground for their school or a special swing in their park and some things like that. But obviously you see a lot of international wishes, and, you know, personally here, I have seen some really unique things that we might take for granted and that might seem kind of simple, but the shopping spree wish for kids that, you know, live in far eastern Kentucky that maybe don't get to go to a big mall or a big city and do some of that kind of stuff, and it's really impactful to them. Sometimes the things we take for granted. I know we had one that we did just here in Lexington, and they walked to the front of Macy's and they said, "It's Macy's. We never thought we would be in one," you know, and we can go there any day. And so, but it's really neat to see the hope. I got a text from a mom just this week that she had been, the mom and the daughter had come to speak to a group of women, and she left and she said, "I just want you to know how important it was for my daughter," and she left saying, it gave me encouragement, because she shared the story of her wish where she went to Hawaii, and you know, her love for biology, and it kind of gave her the strength to keep on going.
Awesome.
Sometimes it's so impactful for them, but just hearing those stories, I think the impact on all of us, it just hits you in the heart.
It's so rewarding.
I bet you probably have the best job out there doing this. You're kind of like
it is
the fairy
it's
godmother,
really
giving everything.
Well, not really.
Lack of better terms.
Yeah.
You do need some help though, because it does cost so much money, and you have a big event going on this weekend that we can all help out.
You can, and it's really just doing exactly what you're doing anyway, getting ready to do Christmas shopping and holiday parties and all of that. So this weekend we have Weekend of Wishes, where we have about 35 local businesses, restaurants, stores, and even like Cycle Bar are all doing a percentage of sales back to Make-A-Wish. And it's really easy. I mean, all you have to do is go in and buy something, and a percentage of that is coming back to Make-A-Wish. And our goal for the weekend is actually to raise enough to grant the wish of one child. So our goal for this weekend is $10,000. And we did it on a very small scale last year, and we raised about $4,000. And so we're hoping by broadening the scope this year and having a sponsor, that will help us to reach our $10,000 goal this year.
Where can we find a list of all the places that we can go and spend our money and help these kids out?
Of course. Well, you know, obviously on social media at Make-A-Wish Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, but also there's a website, okiwish.me/Weekend of Wishes, and all of that is on there. And I think it's really important for people to know that while we are Make-A-Wish Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, all of the money that's raised here in Kentucky stays here in Kentucky to help grant the wishes of local kids. So, you know, that people want to know that.
Sure, absolutely. It stays in the community. Now, what if we're going away this weekend, we can't go to these local shops? Is there another way we can donate?
So if you go to that okiwish.me/Weekend of Wishes, you can actually donate online.
No excuses.
That's right. Everybody can help.
No excuses. And you're so right. What a great time to do it, because you're out there Christmas shopping anyways. Just make that extra little trip to that store that you may not have gone to, and just get something. It makes a big difference.
It really
Thank
does.
you so much for all you do.
Yes,
amazing work. And thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Come say hi at the Christmas parade tomorrow. You have fun at your party.